Laudat and welcome to our music history class. Today we are going to talk about the music of the medieval period. The medieval period is roughly between the 700 to 1400 AD. It is called as the Middle Ages or Dark Ages and began with the collapse of the Western Roman Empire. It was a time of war and plague, but also the start of widespread literacy. During this time, the Christian Church influenced Europe's culture and political affairs. Medieval music is classified into two: the sacred or religious music and secular or non religious music. One dominant sacred music style was the Gregorian chant. This monophonic plain chant was developed during 9th and 10th centuries. It was named after Pope Gregory I, and it is based on the Latin liturgy used in the worship services. Gregorian chant is sung by priests and monks in unison. It is sung without accompaniment or sung in a cappella. Gregorian chant is a form of monophonic religious music in Western Christianity that accompany the celebration of Mass and other ritual services. In the medieval period, the church had the monopoly on the creation of music. Pieces would pass down through the word of mouth, or what we call the viva voce method. The Gregorian chant is the stepping stone where Western music notation really begins. The earliest notation used symbol called u's to indicate tone movements and relative duration within each syllable, but not specific pitches of individual notes. By the 13th century, the names of Gregorian chant were usually written in square notation on a four-line staff with a clef. This is an example of a square neume on a four-line staff. Gregorian chant is written in Latin and was normally sung in unison without instruments, so its texture is monophonic. There isn't a beat or regular metric accent. During the latter part of the medieval period, secular music, which was not bound by Catholic traditions, emerged. Most of these songs were performed across Europe by groups of musicians. Those wandering poet musicians are called troubadours. Troubadour is the generic term for poets and minstrels who flourished in southern France and in northern Italy from the 11th through the 13th century. This artist converted storytelling into an art and often entertained huge crowds at fairs, weddings, and other medieval celebrations. Adam de la Halle was one of the oldest secular composers whose literary and musical works include chansons and poetic debates. To summarize our lesson today, let us do a quick recap. Medieval music is classified into two categories: the sacred or religious music, and the secular or non-religious music. For sacred music, we have the Gregorian chant, while in secular music, we have the Troubadour music. Gregorian chant is monophonic plain chant. It is sung in a cappella. It has Latin text. It was named after Pope Gregory I, and it is sung by priests and monks. While the secular music, the Troubadour music, is sometimes accompanied by instruments. The theme is about love and chivalric values. It uses French language, and it is performed to entertain during the medieval celebrations. Of course, the Troubadour music is sung by the Troubadour musicians. So that's the end of our lesson for today. I hope you learned a lot. Till next time, bye!